So we got
Um,
Deepboyz.
what's that? Deepboyz?
Deepboyz.
All right. So Sam, we always end Newsboys with a section called Deepboyz, where Trevor and I talk about some serious emotional topic.
Okay.
So,
See, one of the benefits.
Oh, what up, Frank Howley?
Sam, we don't do that. We don't do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. I mean, I also would like to say hi to Frank Howley, but like that's no. See, one of the strengths of this show is that Zach and I, present like a depth of character, like, where like there's like lots of different layers. So, I mean, you could actually, tell the other guys about this too, because I think this is like, it's done really well for us. So sometimes we'll just talk about like our actual feelings and stuff, and I think it's the word most people use is cathartic.
Okay.
So that's something that we do. Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah. But
so
usually we get into it very naturally, and now it's weird because it's like we're being watched. It's like Zach and I are being watched by like a weird pervert in the room, like in the closet, like jerking off while we're trying to have a conversation.
How do you guys know I'm jerking off? Shots from here up. I'm barely moving my arm.
Let's see. Okay, so yeah, what would be a fitting Deepboyz conversation for this week? What a week.
Felt a lot of unchecked anxiety on Wednesday. Wednesday, I felt a lot of. I streamed a little, and I was kind of talking about this, but I just felt like.
Did it have to do with the current events, or was it just unrelated?
I think so. I think it was. It kind of brought it on, but like, there's sometimes where it's like you feel like you can't really get comfortable, and there's times where you feel like all of a sudden on edge, and I feel like the news kind of brought that out, and it's that thing where you can't stop thinking about something going wrong. Like there's this feeling of like, what if something goes wrong with the confirming the election? Like what if something does happen? And it's gonna, how it's gonna go, but like you just can't stop checking, and like and that
did you try not to be a big pussy about it?
True. Yeah.
Trevor.
Oh, this is what Deepboyz is like.
Sam, here's a legitimate Deepboyz question. This is the kind of, and it's gonna. The whole point of Deepboyz, by the way, is it gets a little uncomfortable. We've talked about shit that was like pretty real. I have a question for you. Have you had a full on panic attack?
Yeah.
Where like what does that look like, and when, and what brings those on, and like what's that like?
Trouble breathing, like a feeling of like my world is crumbling starting at this moment, and the times I remember like having like, I think the first time I had a panic attack was like in high school, where it was like one of those like kind of like I feel dizzy, I have to get out of this room kind of things.
Yeah.
And
do you still have them?
Not as much. I definitely feel like I do have issues with anxiety, and but it's more of like a thing where for like 2 days I'll feel on edge. I had a thing actually this week where we were coming back from break, and so I had some work to do that, like I was a little behind work when we went into the break, and I was like, throughout the break, at some point in the break, I'm going to get caught up, and I kind of put it off. And so the night before we got back, I kind of stayed up late writing. And then on Monday, I stayed up late doing the commentary editing. And then on Wednesday with everything, I think it didn't help that like I was coming from a situation where I felt like I had these deadlines hanging over me. And then like I get out of that, but still I feel like there's something hanging over me. And then the kind of the world was falling apart.
Yeah.
Have you ever taken medicine for it?
I like a month ago I started taking Prozac.
Oh, nice. Is that working?
It is. I'm just starting, so I'm still figuring it out. But I think
I'm on 80 milligrams of that stuff a day because of obsessive compulsive disorder. They put you on that stuff.
Yeah.
And I used to have anxiety, and that got rid of it.
You did, really?
Yep, totally.
Well, have you had side effects?
Well, if I put tinfoil in my mouth, I can hear FM frequencies.
Really?
Which is weird. Yeah.
I thought that's like a fillings thing.
No, I don't know. I didn't have any.
I was like, obviously Trevor was joking, and then when Sam said, "Really?" and then Trevor's reaction, I was like, "Wait a minute, wait, what?"
Isn't there something with like where people can do that with like fillings or
I don't know.
I feel like that is a weird thing, but maybe not anymore.
I didn't
see
have
if
any
chat says anything about that.
My side effect was my anxiety went away.
Yeah.
Didn't really help much with OCD though.
I think
did not help with your OCD.
Not really.
Oh.
They say that Prozac is like one of what my I always get it confused. Psychiatrist, whichever
Psychiatrist.
one.
Psychiatrist does the prescription.
What my psychiatrist said was that Prozac is one of the like most heavily prescribed or like heavily like tested drugs out there, that they like have a really good grasp on what it does for people. And yeah.
In college, I did for a little while. I was on Zoloft for depression, but then I didn't like it, and I just stopped. So I did that for like 6 months, and I haven't done any.
When did you know you didn't like it?
I can't even really remember. Honestly, I was doing so many drugs. That was like around the peak of my drug use. So I was just like, oh, it was just in the way. I don't know. It wasn't like it was. I couldn't tell what was fucking with me, and I think I blamed the Zoloft.
Dude, you should microdose.
I should.
That could help with Sam's anxiety too.
Yeah. Did I tell you guys somebody sent me a fucking ton of shrooms?
You did.
Yeah.
Cool. Should we talk about that on the stream?
I don't know.
Is
Why
that
not?
Illegal. Isn't it illegal?
I don't think it is.
I don't know.
It? To send it through the mail?
It's not legal yet.
We can talk about a crime that happened in the past, right? I mean, we've all talked about doing drugs on here.
Yeah.
That's illegal.
Or when your friend murdered that guy.
Yeah, or when my friend murdered that man and got away with it. Murder Boys.
Yeah, this was a shitty Deepboyz.
Was
I don't think so. We're not done. We're not done. I don't think we're done with the Deepboyz yet.
Well, I think Sam, you're gonna be fine once, because it takes like a month for that stuff to kick in.
Yeah, I think I'm starting to feel it. I think I might, when I talk to my psychiatrist, be like, give me some more of that, baby. Because I still, like have bad days.
How many milligrams are you on?
I think I'm very low. I think I'm like 10 or 20.
Oh yeah, go crank that shit.
Yeah. I'm like, hey lady, turn it up. All right.
Yeah.